my movements into the room to see if there was an air displacement causing the door to shut. There wasn't. Didn't do it. And it slammed shut.
The top floor of the castle was reserved for the children, despite the fact that it's totally empty now. People have heard when they're downstairs the dragging of furniture and also little footsteps running up and down these corridors. This staircase is the scene of one of the most tragic accidents here at the castle. A young girl called Harriet Bury was playing here. She was sliding down the banisters when she fell to her death. Now, children that come here to play have reported seeing her, and sometimes they say she even offers them a helping hand on the stairs. Below the castle, there's a maze of tunnels and dungeons. One night, the owner heard screams and cries coming from down here, and he decided to investigate. Now, armed with just a box of matches to light the way, the screams led him to the dungeon door. And once he stepped inside, the voices finally stopped.
While we were waiting for our spiritualist medium, Derek Okora, to arrive, another member of our crew, Carl the producer, was finding something unexplainable going on.
Right, through here is this door here. Now this opened and shut, it didn't slam, it was just this. I left the door open and just when I was leaving I heard it shut again. And I came back and it was definitely shut, but there's no one here. Opening, shutting, opening, shutting. I did it about 4 or 5 times. When I heard it shut, I came back and it was definitely shut.
Oh, weird. Ah, Mr. Okora.
I am that.
How are
Jason.
you?
Wow.
Isn't it gorgeous?
Castle.
It's lovely, isn't it?
Yes.
I suggest that we go downstairs first. I think it'll give you a good feeling about the whole place.
Okay.
So to do that, we need to go back down the stairs.
Okay.
All right, okay.
Right. Okay.
As we headed downstairs, Derek was pulled towards the dungeons, and the feelings he was picking up were not good ones.
The residual energy. It's like as if I want to cry out, I want mercy, I want mercy, I want mercy, and mercy has not been given. A lot of people crammed. You see, I'm getting soldiers in the residual, and people who are cruel, very, very, very cruel. There's a lot of deaths that have occurred here. Not just incarceration.
Deaths.
Cruelty.
Do you mean actually here in this chamber?
Taken from this chamber, but some deaths also here. Just dragged out, just like a piece of meat. Oh! And also dismemberment as well.
Oh, God.
Dismemberment, because I'm getting the stench of that as well coming in. This is not, this is a, as much as it can be, a hell state of torment here. A hell state of torment. This can never ever be eradicated, be taken from here.
Why?
Because the build-up and the length of time of the cruelties
It's just too much.
is too much. This would reach right the way through this castle to the highest point. I feel that the screams of the wretchedness echo from these levels quite often.
Come with me into another chamber.
Another thing, can I say?
It was interesting that screams have been heard by the residents, but who or what was responsible for these noises?
He's got very strong conditions here. The name O'Reilly.
Right.
And he was a nasty, cruel, beastly sort of a man. He was a wretched soul. He must have been a jailer. There were children here as well. There were children here. Why, Sam? Why is there a priest here? Something to do with a priest.
What sort of priest?
feel he was a person of the cloth. Has he? Did he have a chapel? Okay, in this castle here there's a chapel. A chapel somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And it's hidden. Who? Say it again. Did he know about this? It was under his rule? Give me his name, Sam. Say it again, please. Is he active in the castle? He is. Okay. He either knew or he didn't know. He knew. Okay. Charles Moore. Charles Moore.
And he's the priest.
No. Who's Charles Moore? He's the Earl. The Earl. He knew of the doings here.
Who were the children?
They belong to the servant woman. The servant women. The servant women. Something to do with the servant women. The children.
And they were kept prisoner in here?
I believe they were incarcerated for some reason.
Oh, God.
Were they incarcerated, Sam, or were they used? They used to come here. Now, can I just say the children used to come in? I don't know if they used the children, I don't know what the use for children were, but I don't know whether when these souls who were locked away were fed, children were...
Yeah.
As servants.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why I couldn't understand. Were the children incarcerated? They were used
Right.
to bring in food stuff
Right.
for these wretched souls.
Come on out of here.
Okay.
With cold walls and dark, shadowy corners, tales of prisoners and tormented souls, Derek was finding the atmosphere in the dungeons disturbing and disorientating. But he was determined to continue, and we moved deeper into the labyrinth of cells.
A lot of souls. This is a chamber of death here. This area needs blessing. Absolutely.
They died in here, then, when you
Yes.
say chamber of death.
Yes.
And are the souls still here?
Oh, very much so, a lot of them.
Can you see them?
They're keeping out of view.
Yeah.
And I feel it's this O'Reilly. O'Reilly, he's trying to block my view of actually linking with these souls that are in a wretched state. Not just a blessing, it needs to be cleansed. Oh, look at this. There's a very, very strong negative force here. A very strong negative force.
Can we go through?
We can. If there's any kind of touch, please, we must come out.
Okay.
Okay? You're going to be okay, right? You just come with me, okay? Everything you have that. Come on, Jason will be with us. He's here. Oh. You stand back. How dare you? You stand back. You can't harm us. You stand back, sir. Right, hold on.
Right, that was just a reaction.
Come on. Hold on. He's nasty. He hit me with I don't know what it was. Crossed the... Boom! To me like that.
You all right?
Yeah, I'm okay, honestly.
Who's him? Is it the jailer, the person you were talking about
Yes,
before? Is
it's
that
him,
what you mean?
O'Reilly.
Right.
You know what this soul did? So many times. He come when people were actually alive and living, and he cut them, and he dismembered them. Some of them alive. He took limbs from them, screaming.
Oh,
Do you mean for pleasure?
Yeah.
Do you want to go in the middle?
Ooh, what a negative force you are.
We're behind you, Derek.
Okay, it's all right, okay. You step back. You cannot harm me. There he goes, he's stepping back there.
Yeah, step back, whoever you are. I've got a big torch.
You nasty, evil soul. This is him. This is his place.
Why is he connected to here?
I feel he